Hi friends, this is Jane from Mom with the Prep, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. I just am starting my YouTube channel to share information on family emergency preparedness, on food storage, dehydrating, and all the other things that make our life work. And I'm glad you're joining me today. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you'll always be kept up to date with the new videos that come out. And to wish me good luck, do me a favor and click the thumbs up. So let's get started on today's video. We love mushrooms in our house. However, our youngest son hates them. It's a texture issue for him, and he hates them desperately. So what I do is I dehydrate mushrooms. I find them on sale at Aldi for about 69 cents for an 8-ounce package, I believe. I haven't had one in my hand recently, so maybe it's 16, but it's the smaller of the sizes, so it would be 8 ounce. It's a pretty good price, so I stock up and buy a couple of flats worth and dehydrate them, and they look just like this. And then to integrate them into our food storage and into our daily food, I will make a mushroom powder that's like this. This way I can put it in eggs and meatloaf and casseroles and all other sorts of foods that we do. My youngest son then doesn't have to actually eat a mushroom because he hates the texture, and we get to enjoy the mushroom flavor in just about everything we do. What I have done in the past is store my mushroom powder in jars like this. And if you watch the video I have on how to make mushroom powder, you'll see that this is what I do. However, and by the way, if you want to see that video, just click the link at the top of your screen, or I'll put a link down in the description below. However, what happens is I'm a big klutz, and occasionally I will drop a jar. And when I keep my dehydrated products in glass jars, I like the look, I like the convenience. However, not being able to rescue that dehydrated food just kills me if I drop something and it breaks, because you cannot trust that there are no glass shards or powder inside your food, and you can't use it and have to throw it away. So instead I've come up with a different plan, and it's worked really well for me so far, and now I'm about to transfer all of my mushroom powder that way. So I wanted to take you along with me when I do it. Here is the basic idea. Normally, I might actually use my food saver to vacuum seal all of this, and I would do it with almost any other dehydrated products I have. But for powders, I have found it just makes a bigger mess than I'm wanting to do, so I do this instead. I will put the powders into a zip-top bag, date it and mark it so that we know exactly what it is, and put them in to container jars like this. This happens to be an IKEA jar that they no longer sell at IKEA, which is sad because I love this to store all of my food in. But you could put it into a plastic jar, a Rubbermaid tote, any kind of tote that would store. And just so that you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to pour a little bit of this powder into this. Normally, I would have both hands to do this and it wouldn't make such a mess. But I'm filming with one hand so that I could have some freedom. Know that when you pour this mushroom powder into this bag, it's going to kick up quite a bit of powder, the dust that comes up from it. And if I had both hands, I'd be wrapping the zip tie bag around the jar mouth so that you wouldn't get so much of this. But this is just a quick showing of how I do it. We're just going to deal with the dust. You can see all that dust. Imagine if you're actually grinding the dried mushrooms in your blender, and you pop the top off without giving a chance for this dust to dissipate, and you take a big breath of that. Let me tell you, it's not fun, and I've done it before. So we've got our bag of mushroom powder. I'm not going to go through, since I've just got the one hand, we'll do this. I will zip it up, and I will make sure that all of the air is out of this bag. Fold it over, mark it, date it, and then store it inside the container. I can probably get at least 2 jars into this large container. Then this will store in my pantry with the rest of my dehydrated products. And I can know that if I drop this jar and it shatters, the stuff that's on the inside is still protected. And in order to check to make sure, I can pull a bag out and squeeze. And if I see a puff of smoke, then I know that, or a puff of mushroom powder dust, I'll know that this has been compromised, and I'll want to look at some way of either trying to save what's there or throw this one away, but everything else in the jar will still be okay. Just a quick video to let you know how I take care of this. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. And I'd love it if you would post in the comments if you actually do dehydrate mushrooms, or if you make powder and how you store it, and let me know what you think. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.